Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's PMOC at 86 Drive. This week, I don't have a ton of content for you. I've just been busy with other things. So, the one thing I have had time to do is just play some games. So, I thought I would share a little bit of footage of some entertaining gameplay, mostly playing Call of Duty Warzone. And one of the cool new additions to Warzone as of late has been this return to the 1980s as sort of a merger between Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the Call of Duty Cold War installment. And so the map has been changed to be set in a fictitious area of Russia known as Verdansk, and it's set back in 1984 to 1986, around that kind of time frame. And as an interesting kind of twist, what they did is actually brought a special event called the 80s Action Hero event. And to our surprise and delight, they've actually added two very iconic 80s action hero characters into the game. They're downloadable content, so you actually have to pay in order to purchase these operator skins, but they're super tempting for any fan of the 80s action hero era. And so the two characters are John Rambo from the First Blood series and John McClane from the Die Hard series. Now, I personally love both of those series of movies, but for me, Die Hard really stands out, I think, as one of the greatest action movies of all time, really. So I think I hold Die Hard near and dear to my heart as one of the best movies of that genre. And so to have the opportunity to play as John McClane, who of course was played by Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willie. Bruce Willie is my...
I'll throw up some footage here of the character model, but it looks incredibly realistic, and it really is a throwback to the 1980s era when Bruce Willis was young and still had hair. So he looks fantastic in this character model, and it's just a pleasure to be running around in the streets of Verdansk with Bruce Willis as your character, or John McClane, I should say. So it's fantastic. You know, it comes with that character model, comes with his voice, using various lines from the movie. He gets to say Yippi Ki Yay quite a bit, as well as some other great lines from the Die Hard movie. And so, of course, I had to buy that one. And so that was, $20, which I don't spend money lightly on game DLCs. But for this one, I had to sort of, reach into my wallet and pay up, just because it was just so awesome to see this. And it was such a surprise, such a pleasant surprise. And so Activision, shut up and take my money. I guess the one regret that I have is I wish they had maybe brought in some of the bad guy characters from both the Die Hard and Rambo series as well. Well, actually, I don't even remember any of the Rambo series bad guys as being particularly memorable, but I think it would have been an interesting counterbalance to at least have some bad guys in there. And for the Die Hard side, obviously, Hans Gruber would have been an excellent character to include as an operator for the game. So Activision, if you're listening, I would love to spend more money on a Hans Gruber operator skin if you guys could find a way to make that one. And I spoke about this to some of my friends who are also action movie junkies, and I think they agreed. In fact, I think it's almost universally agreed amongst hardcore action hero fans that Hans Gruber is perhaps one of the best action hero villains in history. So make it happen, please. Now, another really cool aspect of the 80s action hero event was that they brought not just the character of John McClane from the Die Hard movie, but they also brought an iconic landmark. You could almost call it a character of the movie itself. It's just so distinctive and memorable. And I'm talking about the skyscraper that was involved in the first Die Hard movie, Nakatomi Plaza. And it's modeled after a real building in Los Angeles, or I think Century City actually is where the actual building exists down in the Los Angeles area. But they've actually semi-accurately modeled this building and dropped it into downtown Verdansk, so that players can actually drop into the plaza or the tower, navigate through the various levels of this. I think it's like a 33 or 34 story building with lots of interesting memories from the Die Hard movie. Just lots of great scenes from that movie that you can sort of replay in your mind as you run through the different parts of the building. There's starting from the bottom, the underground parking garage. There's the first floor lobby and reception area with elevator shafts going up, obviously, to the rest of the building. There's several floors of the building where sort of the corporate headquarters occupy space at the top levels of this skyscraper. So if you're familiar with the movie, there were scenes where they were having the Christmas party, and then the enemy or villains come in and sort of take over and begin the hostage situation during this Christmas party. So John McClane is there almost by accident, because he's visiting his wife for the holidays, and she works for the company, so he happens to be there for the Christmas party. And just various levels of the building where it seems like areas are still under construction, and of course this is where John McClane ends up navigating through the unfinished parts of the building to hide from the bad guys, and slowly try to take control and take them down one by one. And then, of course, the top level of the Nakatomi headquarters, where there's like a vault, and you can actually raid the vault in order to get loot and a ton of money, basically. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about for this week. So I'm just going to end this with some additional clips of gameplay from Call of Duty Warzone. I'll just let that roll and enjoy the clips.
Engage all targets. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV overhead. overhead. Five remain. We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time. Enemy UAV overhead.
UAV.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, not like I'm, not already marked as most wanted and hunted.
Yeah, but me.
Yeah.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Did you drop that?
Yeah.
Maybe we should fire and make it look
vehicle.
like. That. Okay.
Right there.
Watching the door.
Waypoint marked. Hostile
Oh
down.
my god. That was so easy.
This dude's kind of pathetic. I'm so sorry, buddy.
That was sad. He just came by himself.
Yeah. It
He's
was
like,
a
oh,
team
let me
wipe.
get this most wanted.
He just walks the corner.
He just stands
gets
in the middle.
Enemy UAV
obliterated.
overhead.
That's so sad. The feels, man. That was probably me like a few months ago.
I know, right? Just walks around the corner and just stares into two gun barrels.
Ouch.
Poor guy.
Time for the real thing, Bill.
Oh, there they are.
Tally one.
Oh. Wow.
It works for once.
It worked for once.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy dropping into the AO.